following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. And we're going to send lots of prayers, lots of white light out to Las Vegas. That is just a huge tragedy, folks, in an incredible way. Huge amount of people dead, huge amount of people hurt. And that is not even the families that are involved, the communities involved, and all of the above. Pretty insane. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 138. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are up 9. Gold contract down $8.80, trading at $12.76 an ounce. Silver down 5 cents, $16.62 an ounce. Platinum up 2 at $9.12 an ounce. We get the copper market flat, $2.96 a pound. Late sweet crude down $1.08, $50.29 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note down 2 ticks, 125.07. 30-year bond down 6 ticks, 152.20. And King Dollar's trading up 522 ticks, trading at a price point of 93.405. The euro's trading at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You have the SPY at new highs. SPY's trading up by 91 cents. You're at 30 million shares. Friday, it broke topside. You had 85 million. Bottom line, higher price. You can go higher. Dow Industrials also broke topside out here. Dow Industrials right now are up 141 bucks. The last high that it just took out today was 22,449. That was the high from the 21st of September. Russell 2000 also up at a new high today. Russell 2000 last week had an explosion in price. We went from 1457 up to 1487. Right now you're at 1503. Composite, NASDAQ Composite, new high composite out here. Trading at up 15 bucks. You're at 65.11. That broke topside on Friday also. It took out the high at the 64.77. We've got to a price point of 65.27 today, or 65.11. Now, NDX 100, pretty wild. This is the only one that hasn't joined the party yet. NDX 100, you're at 59.80. Your high, your intraday high out here is 6,012. Your closing high is let's see, close. It's going to be a little bit different. Closing high is approximately 6,004. 6,004. You're not going to make it out here today. Inside that NDX, what you have is this. The strength out here happens to be Liberty. 2 Liberty equities. One's up 6%, one's up 5%. The one up 6%, let's see, this one. There's so many different Liberty stocks. They're all from John Malone. This one here, this is the tracking stock for Latin America and the Caribbean. You also had Citrix. Citrix is up 3.9%. You get CA Technology up 3.2%. Taken away from it, you get Dental Supply is down 6%. You have Western Digital down 3.8%. CSX Corporation is down 2.8%, and INCY is off 2.4%. The FANG stocks, they're not participating here. You had Facebook come back from 171.87. That's trading down $1.17. At 169 out here. Google, we take a look at Google. What do we have at Google? Sorry, folks. Google traded to a high today of 962, off $10 right now. It's down 665. It's trading at 952. Apple, what do you have with Apple? Same type of setup in Apple. Apple was at a high of 154. Right now you're down 47 cents. You're at 153. Let's see. Microsoft, I think, is holding price. Yeah, Microsoft's up 14 cents. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon, see where Amazon's at. Amazon, you had a high out here of 967. This is down $3 right now. You're trading at 958. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the gold market. What do we have with gold out here? Gold market gets down to a price point of $12.73 today. You have done 252,000 contracts. You're going into the strength from the 9th of August. The low of the 9th is 1265. The high is 1284. Your volume is 292,000. So this is going to be where the battle is laid out right now. The bulls and bears fighting. What we did do last week in gold is this. We broke the swing point, the lower swing point on the 27th. You broke that with lighter volume. You're coming into your next swing, and you have volume contracting. So if you are a bull, bottom line, this is what you like to see. You like to see the break on lighter volume, number one. You continue lower. You're going into another strength, and you want to see it contract. And now what you need is that you need a rejection of lower price. If we go over and we take a look at the dollar index, dollar correlation, DXC, dollar correlation out here, what you have is that we got up to a price point of 93,675. Right now you're trading 93,405. You've done 21,000 contracts. When we failed last Thursday, you did 24,700 contracts. You're going into about 32,000. So if it looks like we're going to fail again out here. We fail out here today, then you have the probability pretty high that you're going to try to run down to 92.495. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here, Micron Tech was running it up. That's up 67 cents right now. You have Bank of America up 27 cents. You have Advanced Micro flat. Intel is up 97. Intel was leading the NDX 100 out here earlier. Bottom line, it's up 97 cents, and this also looks like it wants higher price. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 133. NASDAQ is up 13. S&Ps are up 8.5. We'll come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 131. You get the NASDAQ up 11. S&Ps are up 8. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Steve's got a great show right here every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Now, all the programming at TFNN, folks, you get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You can also test drive Steve's newsletter, Mastering Probability. The way you do that, you come to our website at TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters, can test drive Mastering Probability, 30 days, absolutely free. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
And the goop.
I'm sorry, I heard the goop at the end, but yes, I did. I did bring the team to Ray Gina's, yes.
You did? Okay.
We did.
Good.
We got there Saturday night after the workshop. It was great. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been going there?
Like 58 years. I think I was about 8 years old, man. Yeah.
Is it still really the same?
It's the exact same. Exact same. This is so crazy, folks. It's not only the exact same. It's the exact same tables. It's the exact same bar. It's the exact same everything. The floor they probably changed. They changed the bathroom a little, but yes, everything is the same. Well, what they don't do anymore, they used to give you everything on plates, on real plates.
Yeah.
But it's the same. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Did you have a wait to get in?
What happened is this: I dropped them off. We got there late. It was at 10. I dropped them off, and
I see.
There wasn't a wait. And then what happened was pretty cool, folks. One of my friends has been the bartender there for about 40 years. And so I got Chip to go behind. They brought him behind and showed him the oven. He's a pizza freak, so it was perfect.
Ah, okay.
So
okay, cool.
they got the tour of the place, too, which is fun, yeah.
Well, it's nice because you probably cooled down a bit based on the weather I saw up in New York over the weekend. So
yeah,
that had to be nice.
It was nice. It was good. And, it's not bad here today. It's nice, but it was nice having that weather, no doubt.
Absolutely. So I guess we have to ask the question: is the stock market going to cool down, or is it going to keep moving higher? So this first chart here, Tom, that I've got is taking a look at the Dow.
Okay.
And just looking at the percentage performance just for the month of September. And in this case here, we've been in a bull market since March 2009. So I thought we'd just really take a look at 2009 through, through last week on Friday. And typically September kind of gets a rap as being a pretty tough month. We can see that since the bull market, it's really kind of been 50-50. We're up nearly 2% for the month. 2013, we were up 2%. 2012, 2.6%. And pretty muted to the downside. Last year, 2016, down 1.5% out here. So September has been really since the bull market that began in 2009, pretty muted. And I'd have to say the bulls have won the month of September out here, which is kind of interesting because if we take a look at the annual seasonal cycle, and you and I look at this periodically, and this takes a look at the Dow over the course of the last 85 years. It's a very cool tool to understand what the average movement is in the marketplace, because it really helps people to figure out when also to put their money to work. And most people are taking a look at their 401ks that they're making, IRA contributions, things of that sort. And a lot of times people will wait until April 15th to do that. And if you want to have the averages work in your favor, you really want to get that money in right by the end of January, because over the course of the last 85 years, the market typically rallies up into the end of December or the first week of January, pulls down, makes a bottom right around the end of January. You move up into that so-called sell in May cycle. The real sell cycle inside of the Dow really begins in July, typically mid-July. And that's where you have your movement down into the October timeframe. What I call is where the real Santa Claus rally begins out here. Waiting till Thanksgiving or a couple weeks before December, you really are missing out on a lot of the move. So this is what typically it is that we see that takes place out here. And since we've just entered the month of October, I thought what I would do for folks is show people what the average October looks like out here. And we can now, when I say average, I'm just going back into the 2009 timeframe. Thought it's more appropriate for us to take a look at, hey, where are we at in this bull market cycle? Because typically, one would wait until the middle of October before the bottom comes in. We could see last year was that since the 2009 low, last year was the weakest performance for the month of October, and it was basically flat. It was down 0.1% out here. 2012, I take that back, also had a decline of about 2%. But we can see that typically the month of October, not just from the fact that it forms a bottom, we can also see that the month of October has a nice move to the upside out here. So, is this what we should anticipate or expect in the month of October? Well, there's only one level that we need to get through here, Tom.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can see the charts. Maybe somebody's saying you can't see the charts out here.
For some reason I don't have them, Steve. But that's all right. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get them out here for you. Hopefully these come up here. But over the last 120 years, this takes a look at that cycle for years ending in sevens.
Okay.
And I've taken a look at all of the different, what I'll call the different analog patterns out here. Analog by meaning I've taken a look at 2017 to see how is this performing to any other pattern in the past. How is it performing to the annual seasonal cycle? How is it performing to other years that end in a seven? We've had some pretty bad things that have occurred in a year ending in seven. And what's really wild is this is the best analog or the best correlated chart that I have seen, especially what we just went through in August with regard to the bottoms that have formed out here. What this says to you and I, we're off to a good start today as well, is that the Dow should move higher into October 10th. And the question becomes, October 10th is typically where a top is formed for the month of October, where a top is formed for the years ending in sevens out here. If we cruise right through there, then I think that the market just we saw the bottom, and that bottom was in the late August time frame out here. So watch October 10th for everybody that is listening in. Now, levels where I think that the Dow is headed to between now and October, we're taking a look at the horizontal trading ranges. And the levels here, Tom, that I'm looking at is 23,140, maybe slightly lower than that in the 22,750, 780 type range. And these are just key horizontal trading range levels. So watch for these levels, see if there's resistance as we come into about a week from Wednesday. I believe today's second, tomorrow's third. Yeah, so a week from tomorrow, maybe a week from Wednesday. And if those levels are resistance, what we ought to see is some type of pattern complete, whether it's an A to B equals CD pattern or one of the other patterns that I like to follow out there. So, and by the way, November has a nice look to it, but I will tell you what, if you take a look at December since 2009, we've only had one down month, and it was only 0.7%, and that was in 2015. So I don't think this market is going to cool off anytime soon, but we've got to get past next Wednesday.
Come over to our website, folks, at TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You can test drive Steve's newsletter, Mastering Probability, 30 days, absolutely free. Thanks, Steve. Look forward to the show. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Inside the Dow Industrials, let's go take a look at the strength inside the Dow out here. Point-wise, it's going to be, it's Goldman. So point-wise, you have Goldman putting 23 positive points in, 3M putting 17, IBM putting 11, United Technologies putting 9. Taken away from it, you get Apple taking away 3, Exxon 2, Caterpillar 2. You can see that's nothing in the context of where these are. Goldman Sachs right now, let's take a look at Goldman. Goldman's up $3.31. You're at $240. Goldman broke topside last week of this consolidation that it has been in since the 31st of March. Bottom line is you stay over this 235, that means it will make the run for this 244. That is where, and Goldman had rang the bell March at 255. Came down off 255 and came down hard. We came down from 244 to 226 in 1 month. That was in the 24th of March. The XLF also taken off topside. 42 million shares out here. XLF, anything that broke topside on Friday also. Anything up and over the $25.59. We bring this back. Now this is coming into quite a supply line here. It's coming into the 2007 downdraft. But bottom line is that because we basically broke through this area, we broke through an area where there was 5 months of trading between this $25 and basically $19. And that's we had just been in a range between $25 and $22. So bottom line, we'll see whether it can get up into the highs out here, $26.97. That's, I think, where we crashed from. Yeah, that's where we crashed from. We went from $30.97 down to $4.77. And yes, as one of the Tigers saying, the markets can't go down. That's I'll tell you, there's no doubt. It's a heads up in the aspect that you can have a mass slaughter and the markets don't go down. It's that's definitely counterintuitive. There's no doubt about that. What came across the tape here a bit ago too is that, and this is where this always gets, we always want to know what makes someone do something like this. This just came across Las Vegas. Shooter's father was happened to be a bank robber, and he was on the FBI's most wanted list from 1969 to 1978. He it says here, let's see. Decades before authorities say Stephen Paddock opened fire Sunday from the high-rise hotel near Las Vegas. His father was one on the FBI's most wanted fugitives. Benjamin Hoskins Paddock, a convicted bank robber and con man, with psychopathic suicidal tendencies, had escaped from prison in 1969, earning him a spot on the FBI's most sought-after and dangerous criminals, according to news accounts. He was captured in 1978 when he was nabbed running a bingo pile in Oregon. Officials said Benjamin Paddock is the father of Stephen Paddock, the gunman who started shooting Sunday evening from the window. The gunman was found dead, and the gunman evidently committed suicide also. His father had been kicked from a bank robbery, auto theft, and a confidence scam when he escaped prison February 3rd, 1969 in El Paso. At that time, his son would have been 15 years old. Let's see. Stephen Paddock's brother, Eric, told reporters outside his Orlando home Monday that their father was not around during their childhood. I was born on the run, he said. Barbara Liston in Orlando contributed to this. This is saying who contributed to the report. Bottom line is, there's no doubt it's pretty bizarre, big time. XAU, HUI. Let's go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU out here. We got to a low out here today of $84.08. You've rejected lower price. You're coming into, now both the XAU and the HUI are coming into their strength from the 16th of August. The price that you want to keep your eye on is is 2 pennies higher than we are now. Because the high of the strength on the 16th was 84.94. We're at 84.92 right now. That would be a rejection of price if it can get over it. Gold Bugs Index having a little bit harder time. Gold Bugs Index testing the same area. That's up 37 cents right now. The high that we're looking at there is 198.21, and right now we're at 196.84. It has rejected lower price. Rejected the 195 area at 196. Bottom line, has to get up above that high because we had some decent volume on that high of the strength. And what we do have out here, let's go to ABX. Yeah, ABX is still weak. So we're at $16. This is down from $18.35. You're coming into strength and the volume's contracting, but bottom line, you got to reject that lower price. We take a look at the Newmont Mining. Newmont Mining is at $37.90. This is good. This is showing strength. So Newmont basically bottomed out again last week. We bottomed out at $36.88. You're at $37.89. Franco-Nevada. FB. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so Franco-Nevada is, going sideways. It's down $1.26, but this is right at highs. Let me see what Royal Gold is looking like. Royal Gold's down 9 cents, and 85.38 is the number that, right, 85.38, 84 bucks. You want to see that hold. This has been coming down since the 94 level, and no doubt it had strength as it went up there. Bottom line now, it's got to hold. As we come into the closeout here, let's go take a look at the S&P futures, because what you have with the S&P futures, they've got a couple spikes out here today. ESC. And there's no doubt you get the divergence between the Dow, the S&P, and the NDX 100. The NDX 100 is the only indice, number one, that hasn't made a new high. And the S&P, we're right at the highs out here today. So 25, 25, 75 is the high. And there's no reason it can't spike that baby coming into the close out here today. There's no doubt about that. Dave White saying that Facebook is going in front of Congress tomorrow. That's going to be about all the ads that have been out there. And what is intriguing, there's no doubt, is that when you take a look at the way that the social networks are set up compared to how actually newspapers are set up, bottom line is totally different. There's no doubt about that. So, but guess what? That's what you have to make your way through. Because I don't think, no matter how much they try to change that, it's going to be out there for quite a while. Facebook right now is 169.57. Now, this came down with volume last week, and I expect you're going to be right back down there at 161. Right now, you're at 169.56. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 146. NASDAQ is up 15. S&Ps are up 9. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at the IWM. So the IWM, folks, is in a large ABC structure on the way up. Let's see where we're at. I believe it's 5 more points higher here. So you got your A is out here at about approximately 115. Your B's laying out at 140. You get 25 bucks. 32, 42, 52, 57. 157. That broke the B point, broke it with conviction last week. So you're at 157. Right now you're at 149.72. We go take a look at Micron Tech. See, there's a few of these out here that bottom line is that you have ABC structures up. Micron Tech's another one. Micron, the A point on this is approximately 27. The B is approximately 37, which gives you 44. Right now you're at 39.97. Let's just go look at Intel for a second. I know this broke tops. The real question is going to be, let me put this on a weekly for a second. Well, on a weekly with Intel, 38. This is a different way. This wouldn't be an ABC up, but price projection-wise, when you are in a long consolidation, which Intel was, Intel has been a consolidation since September of 2016, folks. So you take the top of it, which is 38, 36, the bottom 33, 42. So $5 gets you 43. On top of that, let's see what's up at 43. Or if this is, I don't believe this is an all-time high. I think it was, yeah, this has been a lot higher. What's intriguing about this, though, so check this out with Intel. What Intel has just done, this is pretty amazing, actually. So Intel has actually just took over the highs of 2001. So when Intel crashed as the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ crashed in 2000, Intel went from a price point of $75 down to $17 in a matter of a year and a half. It's just made it up over this whole consolidation. Now, that's impressive for a couple different reasons. When you make it over consolidation and you're coming into a down move, that you went one way. So in the month of September of 2000, Intel traded from $75 to $44 and closed the month out at 41. 1 month. Now we'll see what kind of juice Intel has going into 44 bucks. The thing that's pretty wild here is that when you just do the price projection of Intel right now, it looks like, okay, the smaller consolidation that took over wants to go to $43, $44. $44 and, is it $5? Oh, no, it's $41. $41.37 is the low of September, where, you know, that's some heavy volume. But as I said just a bit ago, when you come down that fast, guess what? After a long consolidation, you can get up and you can get higher, and you can get higher pretty quickly. So there's a lot of moving parts to this market out here right now. Let's go to the IBB inside the NASDAQ, inside the NDX 100, that is. The IBB out here, it's going after its highs. The last highs out here are 336.72. Looks like it's going to take them out. We're at 337.51 right now. And put this back on a couple years. This is coming. Well, this can get up to 343. 343 is your swing point up here. There's a very large supply line up here. $400 was the high established in 2015. Then it traded a good 20 weeks in the area it's in right now, and that's what it's trying to get through. Monster. This was a monster downdraft, though, and they're getting out of this. They were getting out big. The first week had 15 million shares. 3 weeks later, 25 million. Then you came in with another 13 million, another 19 million. So it's going to take a bit to get through that area. But bottom line, you know, the rest of the indices did it. It's like, okay, why can't the NDX 100? Particularly because the NDX 100 did lead us up. What I do expect you're going to see, though, let me just look at this. If, as David just said, if Facebook is in front of Congress tomorrow, that's not going to be great for Facebook. They're not going to want to be answering questions about ads, and you know, as to do they let anything fly? And my understanding is that all these websites, not just Facebook, let just about anything fly, which is a differentiation in how publishing normally worked. That's a whole different ballgame. We go take a look at the XLE, the energy sector. You had oil get hit today. XLE right now is flat. It rejected lower price, however. We got down to $67.49. You're at $68.47. Put this. Yeah, this is coming into ice, though. So the XLE is down from 78. We went from 78 to 61. You're at 68, which is a nice counter trend bounce, but this has to get over like the 70. We're right at it, actually. 70 to 72. And what that breakdown is, that was the breakdown March of 2017. Man, you know, it's amazing, folks. It's just amazing how the whole time cycle just goes, and it goes so fast. I do want to thank all the Tigers and Tigresses for coming to the workshop on Saturday. It was great seeing everyone. It is amazing thinking back through the years, how fast these years just go, man. So as I've said many times, yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Keep that in the top of your mind, folks, at all times. Because I'm sure, you know, with the tragedy in Las Vegas, and when you think about, like, how does this work? How do you just go out one day and all of a sudden it's over? Bang, that's it. And, of course, we can all speculate what happens after that fact, but the bottom line is that it's, you know, well, none of us are ever going to know, and it's pretty intense. There's no doubt about that. GDX. Let's go take a look at the GDX out here. So the GDX is Market Vectors Gold Miners Trust. This is flat out here this morning, this afternoon, 28 million shares. Now, we have the contraction, but we need a sign of strength. You know, the contraction in volumes out here, the break, lighter breakdown, break and swing point is out there. Once you get that, now you need a rejection of lower price, and then, of course, we need a sign of strength. And what you end up doing is that after the sign of strength, that's where you're looking to be a buyer. It looks like as we come into the close out here that the NDX is going to fail on price and volume. Pretty wild. Until tomorrow morning. The Qs have done 24 million shares. Bottom line is that they haven't hit the high, And the way it's trading out here right now, bottom line doesn't look like it's going to hit that high. The high is 146.59. We hit 146.17 thus far. And that's what, of course, the rest of the indices fired up into all-time highs. The bond market's still only down. The 10 years is still only down 3 ticks. That's impressive in the aspect that is a confirmed ABC structure on the way down, but it did a rejection of lower prices. There are buyers out there. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 146. NASDAQ is up 19. S&Ps are up 9. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 148. You get the NASDAQ up 17. S&Ps are up 9. Volume-wise out here, what we have in the NYSE, you're at 522. They'll still put, there should be a good 750, 800 coming in at the end. We'll see how that shakes out. On the NASDAQ Composite, you got 1.69. That'll more than likely come in at about 1.9. Inside the Qs, the Qs definitely have light volume. Excuse me, folks. We've done 24 million shares. That 24 million is coming into 80 million is coming into 46 million. Both places that couldn't hold price here. So we'll see if that's going to make a difference coming into the market tomorrow. We go take a look at the IWM. That's out there at a new high today and has wide price spread once again. Now, the IWM, that's in an ABC structure on the way up. It went from 145 to 147 last week. You're up $1.61 right now to 149. 25 million shares traded. The SPY, the SPY, SPY out here is traded up 92 cents. You do have volume contracting there. Friday we had volume out here of, let's see, 85 million on Friday. What you have out here is that you are trading at a price point of up 91 at 252. I do want to thank all the tigers and tigresses for coming up to Boston, growling and prowling with us, and particularly I love it. Kenneth is back in Denmark. We had a tiger from Denmark over there. It's a beautiful thing, Kenneth. It was great meeting you. We had coming from New York, coming from Denmark, coming from Dallas. It was a beautiful thing, no doubt. You gotta love it. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers. Bottom line is that what you're going to have is this. You have the Dow at all-time highs. You get the composite hit on all-time high. It looks like it's going to close at all-time high. Small caps at all-time high. NDX is the only laggard out there. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrial's up 145. NASDAQ up 18. S&P's up 9. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate the growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's pretty hard to do that. And you can't even imagine what that gunman thinks about. Pretty sick. Send lots of white lights, lots of prayers out there to not only the folks, but there's going to be a lot of families that are hurt forever, folks, big time, too. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take them personally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up at a new all-time high, up $152. NASDAQ, new all-time high, up $20. S&P's all-time high, up $10, $25.68. NDX 100 didn't join the crowd. That was a flat market out here, 59.81. Bottom line, the normal high flyers, they were basically all flat to lower. Gold contract down $9.90, trading at $12.74 an ounce. You had the silver contract down 6 cents, $16.61 an ounce. Platinum up $2 at $9.12 an ounce. Copper market was flat, $2.94 a pound. Light sweet crude took a hit, well, small hit, down $1.14, trading $50.52. The 10-year note down 3 ticks, 125.07. 30-year bond down 8 ticks, 152.12. King dollar up 587 ticks, 93.470. The euro is at 117 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading out here at 112 3/4 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? You get the SPY trading up $1.05. You're at 252.28. You did 47 million shares. Bottom line, you get higher price, and you can go higher. Volume-wise out here inside the NYSE, folks, today was 753 million. Bottom line, yes, that's small, but guess what? You're at a higher high. The transports, let's go take a look at the transports out here. Transports are at 9,007. They had a high, the sideways move out here, but that's after breaking topside last month. Last month we went from 92.37 to 99.34. And bottom line, anything over this 93.10, that was the high that was generated on the 28th. These have been in a consolidation for a full year. So we'll see if, in fact, they can stay up at these levels. But right now, that's what they look like they're doing. The NASDAQ composite. So let's go to the composite first. Composite on Friday got over the high. We went from 64.54 to 64.97. Today, you get higher, 65.16. NDX 100, and here's the divergence. A little bit different. A lot different, actually. The NDX was up 2 points. We're at 59.81. Now, the strength inside the NDX out here today happened to be Liberty. Liberty was up 5.9%. Citrix was up 3.4%. Regeneron was up 3.3%. Taken away from it was Dental Supply was down 5.8%. You had Western Digital down 3.4%. CSX was down 2.7%, and Netflix was down 2.3%. What you also had here, and this is if we move inside, and this is where the divergence is out here. If you move inside the NASDAQ, this is the price line was putting 26 positive points into it. Regeneron 15, Intuitive Surgical 14. Now, taken away from it, look what you had out here. You had Google taking away 6 points, 12 points actually, because Google has 2 different trade symbols. You had Chipotle taking away 6. Netflix was taking away 4. Ulta Salon was taking away 2. We open this up a little bit more. Whoops, close that. We open this up a little bit more, and what you're going to see is that it was the high flyers that actually had taken us up that was bringing us down. We had Nordstrom putting 6 negative points into it. You had Kohl's putting 2 negative points into it. Then there was quite a few that were putting 1 or 2 points into it. We take a look at the Apple. Apple couldn't hold price out here today. Apple was a high of 154, closed out at 153.98. Facebook, which is going to be in front of Congress tomorrow, I believe, that got to a high of 171. That closed at 169. We take a look at Amazon. Amazon had a high today of 967. That closed at 959. And just go back to Google for a second. That had a high of 962. That went back to 953. So there's definitely divergence inside the high flyers. Dow Industrials, what was putting the juice inside the Dow Industrials, you had Goldman Sachs was the leader out here. Point-wise, this is what you had. You had Goldman put 23 positive points, 3M 19, Boeing 12, United Health 10. All, you got to remember something with the Dow Industrials, too. This is a price-weighted index. So as you're looking at my screen, if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, what you are seeing, bottom line, is you're seeing these high-priced stocks. They don't have to go up a lot in order to basically get that indice juiced. You get Goldman's a $240 stock, puts 23 points into it. 3M's $212 stock, puts 19 into it. Boeing is a $255 stock, puts 12 into it. Bottom line, you get the gist of it. Higher price, it wants to go higher. That's how that's set up right now. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract got into a low today of $12.73. Bottom line, sold off right into the close, too. As they were juicing the market up into the close here, they also took gold down. They took the gold down from this $12.77 to $12.74. And the number to keep your eye on in gold, folks, is from the strength on the 9th of August. That's going to be $12.65. That's the number that gold looks like it's going to make its way into that, because the top of that strength was $12.84. The low is $12.64. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow finished up 152. NASDAQ up 20. S&P's up 10.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 152. You had the Nasdaq up 20. S&Ps are up by 10.5. Let's go over and we take a look at the some of the commodities out here. Inside the commodity market, folks, you had natural gas down 2.6%. Gasoline was down 2.3. You had heating oil off 2.4, and crude was down 2. The positives out here today, lean hogs are up 3.3. Orange juice, we don't trade that. That's up 3. But let's go over to lean hogs first. So lean hogs, 61 cents a pound. That was quite a move. Yeah, so this is the consolidation. The top of this consolidation is laying up here at about 65 cents. We go back to the, let's go into the gasoline market. So gasoline is down 3 pennies, 3.5 pennies out here today. And this did come down with there we go. This did come down with some volume out here. We did 56,000 contracts. Yeah, it's not that bad, actually. It's coming into a breakout area. So it already got into the top of that area. That was $1.60. $1.50 is the bottom. If it gets to $1.50, that can go to lower price. That's how that's shaken out. Let's actually look at the actual contract, the crude contract. That's trading $50.54. And we take this up and we put this on a crude contract. So we came down with 583,000 contracts. Yeah, so this looks, it's not inside the lower range just yet, but it looks like 48, 47 would be game. If we take a look at the XLE, we take a look at the XLE up here, that rejected lower price. Lower price that I rejected out here was $67. You are at 68.47 right now. And if you do, you know, want to see something that is quite bizarre, but this is unfortunately what does happen after you have these types of mass slaughters that we've had, unfortunately, in the United States for quite some time right now. Olin Corporation. So Olin Corporation, folks, this is, well, when you look at the description of it, it happens to say chemicals, ammunition, bottom line, this is an ammunition, this is the Winchester rifles, bottom line, they make ammunition. What does this do today? It breaks topside. Tell you, the whole thing's bizarre. So we go up $2.27, and if you pull this back, what you have, you could put this on a monthly, what you're going to see is that this was in a consolidation. Top of the consolidation was $34.34. The bottom of that consolidation out there is at $12.29. And, you know, for probably a couple of different reasons, whether people are saying, okay, you know, is it going to be controls, which I suspect there's the battle about this whole gun deal, folks, has been out here for a while. And when I say the gun deal, I'm not talking about the right to own guns. We definitely have a right to own guns. This assault weapons are a whole different ballgame. If you've ever shot an assault weapon, actually, after today, I would suspect that anyone that you didn't even have to shoot an assault weapon, you know the type of slaughter that can be done. So everyone should really think hard and fast about this whole deal about that, you know, we can basically have assault weapons walk into a freaking hotel with 2 bags, load them up, and do a slaughter, okay? Because this won't end until basically, you know, at least. And I understand the context that guns kill people and people don't, but guess what? You know what it'd be like? It'd be like giving people, it's almost as bad as giving them basically machine guns. It's like, you don't need a freaking machine gun, man. That's the bottom line. You don't need an assault weapon, you know? You want to protect yourself, good. You know, the whole thing is sick and it's sad. What has happened now, this is where this is every one of these that has happened has actually got worse, because now the bottom line is that what they want to put laws in. You can walk into churches with weapons. You can walk into everywhere with basically assault weapons. Really? Do you really want to live like that? That's how you got to think this thing through. Is that the type of world that you want to walk out and go to a restaurant or go anywhere else and actually live? You know, that's the bottom line. And if that's what you want to do, fine. That's, you know, you can vote for that. If that's what you don't want to do, guess what? Get out there and vote for it. But have a dialogue. Have a real dialogue. Don't have a dialogue from the NRA that, oh, no matter what it is, it's good. It's like, oh, really? Anyway, I'll stop. It's sick. It's sick. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here. You get Bank of America up 28 cents. GE is up 39. You get Intel up 96. General Motors, GM, this is up $1.70. Let's go take a look at General Motors out here. So General Motors breaks topside also. Look at this. Put this on a monthly. Okay, so General Motors is going up to its high of 2013? Yeah, 2013. The high of 2013 is $44.85. Bring this back just a little bit more. This is going to be impressive for GE. Let's see what. Let's see if they were just buying GE, or in fact they're going to do something with it. Okay, so let's see what this article's about. Here are two facts that defy logic. By the end of this year, electric car maker Tesla will have burned through more than $10 billion without making 10 cents. Yet companies around the world are lining up to compete with it. Almost 50 new pure electric car models will come out to the market globally between now and 2022, including vehicles from Daimler Chrysler, Volkswagen, and GM. Daimler Chrysler and Volkswagen. Here's the story. GM raised the stakes Monday by pledging to sell 20 all-electric vehicles by 2023. That's soon, including launching 2 new EVs, electric vehicles, in the next 18 months. Even British investor James Dyson is getting in on the game, announcing last week that he's investing $2.7 billion to develop an electric car and the batteries to power it. The reason for chasing Tesla, a part City Hall, part show business. Regulators in Beijing have laid out the Beijing deal is a big deal. Regulators in Beijing have laid out a plan to mandate electric vehicle production in China, while California requires car makers to build more electric vehicles or be forced to buy credits from rivals. At the same time, Tesla chief executive Elon Musk and his slick cars have captured the imagination of Americans to the point where consumers and investors are throwing money at the Silicon Valley company. No one doubts that the future will be electric. The founder of and CEO of Brand Strategy firm, which works with German luxury car makers, the car companies dragged their feet with electric. Now they're being dragged into it by Tesla and by regulations. The China regulations, a big regulation. So that's the largest market in the world, folks, and they're going all electric. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 152. NASDAQ was up 20. S&P's up 10.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And, we take a look at GE. This just came across the tape that Jeff Immelt, of course, he gave up the CEO role, but he expected to stay on as chairman for the next 3 months. Bottom line, he just gave it up today. So General Electric's Jeff Immelt retired as chairman, left the board, stepping down about 3 months earlier. John Flannery took over as chief executive officer, was elected to chair the board, the company said in a statement today. When you take a look at GE, this has been in a vicious downdraft for a long period of time. If we bring this back on a longer basis, what you're going to see is that your highs in 2000 was $60. Your first leg down to 2002 took it to $21. It never made it. Well, it made it back up to 42. That was in 2007. So made it to 42 and then got croaked to $5.72. Did another bounce up to 33. Right now you're at 24. Okay, that's quite a pullback. And when you actually do look at how GE is set up right now, this has not only a huge downdraft going on, I suspect it's going to try to get to the highs of the low of 2008 because of 2009, you get a high volume low. So like $11.35 is game. That can sound bizarre, but guess what? We just came back from $33 in all of a year. Another year, you can be down there. What was intriguing out here today is this. Now, check this out. I saw this come across. So last week, if we start with J.P. Morgan Chase, right? Jamie Dimon came out, and this is about cryptocurrencies. Jamie Dimon came out a couple weeks ago saying, basically the cryptocurrencies are a fraud. Bottom line, if someone traded them in his firm, he'd fire them. Then what you had last week is that you had Gorman from Morgan Stanley come out, and he was talking about that, they're looking at them. And then today, okay, so this is the reason I'm bringing this up, folks, so you can understand that new products, banks want a piece of everything, okay? Well, Goldman came out today, and look at this. Goldman, and there's no way that they let this out either, unless they wanted to let this out, folks. Goldman Sachs Group is exploring how it could help clients trade Bitcoin and other digital currencies, according to a person briefed on the plan. The New York-based bank is in talks with cryptocurrency experts, but hasn't yet formulated a business plan. A timetable for implementation made or make any Bitcoin-related investments, according to the person who asked not to be identified, about the internal deliberations. Among the questions the bank is assessing to answer is how to address the know your customer requirement, which is really important for everyone, not just banks. Banks are regulated to know that, but you want to absolutely always know who you're doing business with. How to address the, and then how to understand the risk of the volatile currency. You know, Ether, folks, was it on August 10th. August 10th, that had a crash that went from $300 down to 10 cents in a split seconds. You know, yeah, to 10 cents. Didn't you wish you had a bid in there at you know, a buck? Okay, bottom line, it happened. So the quote is going like this when they came back and asked Goldman about it. In response to client interest in digital currencies, we are exploring how to best serve them in the space. Tiffany Galvin, a spokesman for Goldman, said in a statement without elaborating. Goldman Sachs' approach differs from that of J.P. Morgan Chase executive officer Jamie Dimon, who said last month that Bitcoin is a fraud and that he would fire any employee trading it for being stupid. The bank does facilitate trades of an exchange-traded note tied to the price of Bitcoin. Others have been more open to the cryptocurrency. Morgan Stanley chief executive officer James Dimon said Bitcoin is more than just a fad. Former Goldman Sachs and Fortress investment trader Mike Novogratz is starting a $500 million hedge fund to invest in the cryptocurrencies. Initial coin offerings and related companies, the person said, with his plans to start next month. Goldman Sachs is further along with the blockchain technology that underlines Bitcoin has invested in a startup, Axion, that is working on working to bring distributed ledger technologies to financial firms. Bottom line is that we are going to see these banks more than likely get into it. I mean, that's one bank out of the rest of them that they're saying that, hey, look, we want to look at this thing. I absolutely, I'm not in the camp of Jamie Dimon as a fraud, but I'm not going to be trading any Bitcoin, folks. When you look, let me see if I can find. Let me pull this up now. I want to see if I can find. See, there's not charts on this when Ether crashed, so you probably can't get it. Let's see. But the bottom line is that, could you imagine that now it went from $300 down to 10 cents. That's what it did. So it's like, you got to be kidding me, man. Today it was up $210, and then of course it went right back up. That's my point. But if I don't know if they have. Yeah, they must. Well, I don't know if they have stops or not. But bottom line is that the volatility in these things are phenomenal. And of course, what ends up happening, Coinbase. I know what I got to do. Because it was Coinbase that crashed. I think I can get Coinbase on this. Currency, Bitcoin. Well, I'll try it at the commercial. I think I can actually get Coinbase on here. 87, meaning the exchange on here. You know, it did get turned down today, too. Do you remember that Kim, let me see if I can find this. This went to the Supreme Court today, too, I think. And it's not the Kim from Korea. This guy was in the dark. Thank you, Kim.com. Right? It was the dark web, I think. Kim. Oh, we'll do that during a commercial break. Bottom line is that you know, we get a lot of different. The amount of exchanges that are going to be out here, and the initial coin offerings are going to, though they already are a whole different ball game. I suspect why the banking community is really looking at them in a big way. The banking community does not want to lose any of the banking business at all. Particularly, you don't want to lose the aspect that people can actually raise money without banks. That's their business, folks. That's their whole business, is to raise money. A banker's business is to figure out the need, even if the need's not there. That's how this thing shakes out. I heard this credit analyst last night when I was just getting off the plane. It was pretty cool. It was like midnight. And the analyst was so cool. They were interviewing him. He was in the Middle East at that time. But they were interviewing him, and he was explaining that, the high-yield market right now is still so inexpensive, but the bankers keep getting it up, and there's plenty of money out there to buy it. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go. In Asia, folks, this whole week, most of Asia is going to be closed. This is the big holiday, the harvest holiday. This is I believe it's the harvest new moon that we're going to be seeing pretty quickly here. Europe, over in Europe, what we had out here today is that you had the FTSE up 0.9%. The CAC in France was up 0.3. Spain was the only industry that was down, and that's all about Catalonia that want their own country. So you had Spain down $1.25, 10,255. The DAX in Germany, let's go to the DAX in Germany. So this clawed its way back The DAX had gone from a price point in June of 12,900, goes down to 11,860, and you know what? We're right at the highs again. Bottom line, in 2 days, we just went from 12,600 to 12,900, and you're only 38 points away from the high that was generated in June 20th. Let me pull this back a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to go after it. Bottom line, it's going to go after it because, of course, what you have out here, normally what ends up happening is that you have the aspect of where we go. Then, of course, when the Asian markets open up, you get a day like this in the Dow and the S&P, the Asian markets normally would open up pretty good. Now it's going to be Australia that will open up. Let's go up to Canada and take a look at Canada, actually. We haven't looked at Canada for a while. So the reason I want to look at Canada is see what these material stocks did today. So not bad. You had healthcare up in Canada up 2.2%. Real estate was up 1%. These are sectors now. Materials was up 0.9%, though. So let's go take a look at it. So, yeah, this is up at highs, too. So this composite, pretty amazing. They're all at highs. Indices are at highs. Worlds are at highs. So this is going after you get a couple hundred more points. 15,945 is the last high. That was generated in February of this year. But this also is a pretty good high, real good highs, actually. And inside this indice out here today, let's see. So you had, look at this. The mining sector, this is pretty cool. Ivanhoe Mines was up 8.8%. Let's go look at Ivanhoe, because Ivanhoe, I believe, if this is the same Ivanhoe, this is Mongolia. Let's take a look. Okay, so Ivanhoe Mines, a Canadian mining company focused on advancing its principal mine development project in South Africa. Oh, okay, in Southern Africa. So this is the guy, though, it's Rob Freeland. This is the guy that developed Mongolia, and then he sold, I believe he sold Mongolia to one of the larger companies. So right now, let's see. He's developing a mine in South Africa. That's going to have platinum, gold, nickel, copper. He's got a good run out here today. I was up 35 cents. Okay, so this is an equity that's got hurt too, though. Well, it's not really. So okay, so you come off 56 cents, unreal. February of 2016. This guy has made so much money in this market, in the metals market. It's incredible. I'm just curious. So he owns 21% of it. But look at Fidelity's one of his backers. They like him. And so, I talk about this a lot, but look at this. This is just an indication. Fidelity owns 13% of it. Mass Mutual owns 2% of it. Right down the street. They're always right after each other. And yeah, and so picture this. This is an exploration play. There's no revenue in here. It's an exploration play that, does have a market cap of $3.4 billion. And if we take a look at the ownership of it, he must have, he has a good track record. That's the bottom line. So he owns 21% of it. Fidelity owns 13.9% of it. Mass Mutual owns 2.6% of it. Now, where's State Street? State Street's not in here right now. They like following each other. Yep, only can talk them into Mass Mutual, I guess. 877-927-6648. What we did have out here is that you had the XAU, the HUI. They rejected lower price. They did have lighter volume. They were coming into their strength. But what we need in this market now, folks, is that you need wide price spread, accelerated volume, in order to get the higher price. Thanks, Mark. One of the Tigers are telling me that the DAX was also closed out here today, too. And when we were talking about the Bitcoin that, Japan did license 8 exchanges last Friday. Dave White was just giving me a heads up. I do remember hearing that news. Bottom line is that I guess these exchanges are going to be out here. The real question is going to be what type of funny money are we going to be using next? Because when you actually think about it, once there's some kind of a guarantee in place, meaning the guarantee. So pitch this. When we use, first we were just using cash. Well, when I say first, okay, the last 100 years or so. Before that, they're actually using gold and silver. But say that we're using cash. Then you get to use, credit cards. We get used to credit cards. And I had said this before. There's almost not a difference between having your money in a bank and taking a little card out and saying, okay, I'm going to depend on this card to take my money out. And I guess one of the main reasons would be that, they have FDIC insurance, that we are trustful enough that if something happens, we can go back and say, hey, you're going to pay us the insurance. That being said, what does happen is that, when this hurricane came, let's go to the Bitcoin deal. So then the Bitcoin deal would go that if you actually have exchanges that are out there and your money's all electronic, they have to figure out some way that the trust factor, whether it's there or not, the perception would be that it's there. And I think in order for people to actually get traction and get underneath it. Now, to go back to the hurricane factor in general, now we didn't get hit bad where we were at all. We had no electricity for a week. But that was nothing because there were only gusts of winds, not a sustained hurricane. And even in that aspect, you did have ATMs running out of money. So always remember that when you have storms coming in, or just in general, that, it's not too far-fetched that you can have a electric meltdown. Doesn't have to be a huge meltdown forever. 10 days. You get an electric meltdown for 10 days, make sure you have cash somewhere, folks. Because if you don't have it, then what do you do? And the poor people in Puerto Rico, they're challenging that right now, because what has ended up happening there is that it has been going on for such a long period of time that they have their challenges. What has happened today out here, I suspect, it looks like the electricity is starting to get back on. So that's a big plus. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. You had the Dow Industrials finish at an all-time high, NASDAQ at an all-time high, S&P's at an all-time high, NDX the only one that didn't join the party, folks. We'll be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 152, NASDAQ up 20, S&P's up 11.5. You get all time highs up here. The Facebook. So Facebook out here, folks, couldn't hold highs out here today. You got to a high of 171. You're at 169. It has a high volume low at 161. So this will be interesting because tomorrow Facebook does go in front of Congress explaining basically the ad structures that they have out there. So we'll see actually what comes out. They came out today saying that they're hiring, let's see what they're, Facebook is making a series of changes in their advertising system and plans to hire 1,000 additional people to review advertisements that run on the social media's network in the wake of the congressional investigation. Additionally, Facebook said Monday that it provided information on 3,000 relevant ads to congressional investigators. In September, the media giant disclosed that accounts affiliated with Russia bought more than 100,000 election-related ads. And that's nothing. I suspect it's going to be a lot more than 100 grand, folks. 100 grand is not a monster deal unless they could really get them going. 2 weeks ago, Chief Executive Officer Zuckerberg announced an overhaul to the rules around political ad spending and said the company would add 250 employees. Now he's up to 1,000. So I suspect they found a lot more ads that are not going to be too friendly to the Facebook community. Because in general, the ads, folks, thus far, it looks like the ads go both ways. And that is the smartest way that you could do anything. Meaning that you get ads skewed to the positive, you get ads skewed to the negative, and you let everyone battle out. You know, one of the biggest things in war, right, and in power is what? Is get everyone else fighting, so you just keep moving on. That's the bottom line. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go get it. Send some good white light out. A lot of prayers. They need them, folks. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.